Hey, how's it going, guys? All right, so Friday today, just catching a break from coding. Been debugging quite a bit today. We have had some issues with some of our registration flows with our ambassadors, so trying to like debug that code out, and also been working on some new features and things like that. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about a very important aspect of software engineering. As you guys might have known if you're a software engineer yourself, or might have just gotten into coding and have joined a new company or something like that, there's a whole process regarding code reviews. When you're like especially working in bigger teams, you are supposed to be creating PRs and then going through code reviews or getting feedback on your code, or providing code reviews to other colleagues of yours before the code actually gets merged into the code base, right? Well, if you're not familiar with that process, if you are fairly new to coding, as a software engineer, when you are working on bigger teams, as a collective, everyone has ownership over the code base, right? So you want to make sure the teams want to make sure that whatever code gets merged into the production code base is of the highest quality, is not introducing any errors, issues, or bugs, and is efficient, so that there is no lag on the website, there is no lag on the applications that you're building and the team is maintaining, and to make sure that the code is sustainable long term, actually, that it's not creating any issues that might happen later sometime in the future. Those things happen. And how do we go about making sure the code that we actually merge into our code bases is of the highest quality? Well, to do that, what we really do is we create PRs, pull requests. We create a pull request to have our code merged into the code base on GitHub. And we invite our peers, we invite our colleagues to take a look at that code and just to go through the code and make sure there's nothing wrong with that. There's not going to be any errors introduced into the code. There's no spelling mistakes and all of those things, right? But you might have been on the receiving end of this when your teammates, when your seniors at the companies that you're working at, they are providing you valuable feedback on your code, And if you're a junior developer or something like that, you might not enjoy doing code reviews or participating in code reviews yourself. Sometimes you might just be confused as to like, how do I even review someone else's code who has been working for quite a few years or might be even senior to you? And you might just be wondering, well, what value do I have to offer here? What can I suggest here to improve the code when I know so little? But that is not really the case, guys. First of all, it's very important for you to look at the code yourself and other people's code and actually review it yourself, because there's plenty of advantages to doing so. The first one is that you improve your own knowledge of the code. When you're like looking at code written by other people on your team, especially the ones who are senior to you, have been working for longer, they will have better understanding of the concepts. For me, it will be like in Java, advanced concepts or advanced implementation and design patterns and things like that, to accomplish the same task, to accomplish the same work a little bit more efficiently. They might be writing better algorithms. They might have better practices when it comes to coding, better naming conventions, all of those things. And when you're reviewing code, you will actually have a chance to analyze the code and compare it to your own coding habits and pick up on better practices, so that you can, at the end of the day, become a better programmer by reviewing other people's code. Because as software engineers, I'm gonna say like 40 to 60% of your time is actually going to go into reading the code than writing the code itself. So it is a great opportunity for you to improve your code reading capacity and ability to then become a better programmer yourself. Another advantage is that this is a chance for you to ask intelligent questions about the code that other people are writing. Is there a new concept that you don't know yet? Is there a concept that you could benefit from asking questions around? In Java 8, there is the Stream API that I was so curious about, didn't really know how to work with it very well, but now I'm looking around, and whenever I see it in the new code that kind of comes in, I ask questions as to what it does, or like how is it doing a job better than other ways to do it, other ways to accomplish the same thing, and things like that. So it gives you an opportunity to clarify your own concepts. If you have confusions about the code, if you have confusions about any libraries, packages that your peers might be using that you are not aware of, and that will improve your knowledge, improve your skill to then leverage those same libraries in your own code, to leverage those same packages, same methods in your own code the next time you come around to accomplishing similar tasks when you are coding, right? And guys, this is just another opportunity to have more meaningful conversations with your peers, with your colleagues, especially when you're working from home. A lot of people are working from home. I'm working from home. I am a completely remote developer working in an asynchronous setting. Even if you're working from home, you might just be working in the same time zone. But I work for a Silicon Valley company from Toronto, and our team is completely distributed, right? So there's developers, there's programmers in Europe, there's some in the US, there's me in Canada. So we all work in different time zones, and the communication is completely asynchronous. No one really works in the same time, format. I could be waking up coding in the morning, and then I could be doing other things during the day and then code at night. Sometimes that happens with me, and sometimes there might not be anyone to communicate with. And when you are actually participating in code reviews and things like that, it actually just gives you another opportunity to have meaningful conversations with your colleagues. When you're looking at their code, appreciate it. If you see something that they have done really well, if they have reused some code to reduce duplication and things like that, if they have improved the efficiency of certain algorithm, or if they have made the code a little bit cleaner compared to how they found it before they coded it out, the new feature out. Try to appreciate those things. Let them know. Leave some compliments. And then there's another opportunity for you to voice your own opinions. If you think a certain thing could be done in a better way, don't be shy, don't be scared. Just put it in the comment. Be like, hey, is there something we could do about this variable name? Would it make more sense to call it this? Or could we break down this method? It's more than 20 lines in code. Could we break this down into 2 smaller methods or something like that? And most of the time people appreciate feedback, because they are trying to get better at coding themselves. So if you can uncover something that they might not have seen or might not have thought about, it just creates value in general, because then they can improve the code that is being merged into the production code base, which is collectively owned by the team, and you are a part of that team. So it is your responsibility as well to make sure that whatever code is going into your code base is of the highest quality. And it is your responsibility to help your team members out to do so. And not gonna lie, back in the day, I was kinda just ignoring code reviews and things like that. I was always just waiting on someone else to review code for other people. But then when it came to my turn getting the code reviews done or asking for feedback from other people so that I could merge my code into the code base, I thought to myself that if I'm not gonna reciprocate the same thing to other people and participate in code reviews and provide some value and create some value and provide some feedback myself, who am I to ask other people to help me out with my code, right? So always think about that. What goes around comes back around is kind of applicable in every situation, So if you need help with your code reviews, shouldn't you be willing to provide code reviews to other people, your peers and colleagues? Isn't it your responsibility as well? So this insight, this mindset shift has helped me be a more valuable member on the team, because now I'm trying to make sure that I review more code. I'm intentionally trying to make sure that I study more code so that I can come across better principles, better data structure operations, better design and implementation principles. Whatever the case might be, I am trying to improve myself as a software engineer. And what better way would there be to do it rather than just studying more code, especially on the code base that I'm going to be working on myself. So these are some of the things that I wanted to share with you regarding code review. And I really believe that if you are a coder, if you are a software engineer especially, take code reviews very seriously, guys. There's plenty opportunity for you to become a better programmer yourself by reading other people's code. And at the end of the day, you're going to be a better team member, a more proactive team member, creating more value rather than just doing your own work. So stop being a little bit more selfish, be more selfless, and create more value. These are the things where you have the opportunity to shine, And I am trying to be more proactive myself. Sometimes I get lazy about these things, but I'm trying to hold myself more accountable when it comes to these things. And I want you guys to do the same. So we can all be better programmers, better software engineers, better creators at the end of the day, right? That's what we want, to be the best at what we do. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys in this video. I hope you found some value. I hope my message resonates with you. And if it did, please do not forget to leave a like on this video, because it will just help me reach more people and benefit them as well. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, guys, please do so, because I'll be creating a lot more content on software engineering, career and personal development, health and fitness, functional training, and all of those good things with you guys here on my channel. Because I'm really passionate about these things and I really want to share what I learned and the insights I develop with you guys so we can all benefit from these things and grow along together. Also turn on that bell notification icon so that you are staying updated on my future uploads and you can go and watch my videos right away the moment they're uploaded. Have a good one. I'll catch you guys in the next video now. All right, see ya.